Riady, welcome back to my channel. This is Stephanie, I'm also known as GLITZYGem. Thank you for joining me here today. For those who are new to my channel, please subscribe with the notification bell. Also give my video a thumbs up. For those who are returning subscribers, much love to you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being huge loyal supporters of my channel. I really do appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and do a Mask Monday. So today's mask will be a face wearing mask, and it's called Let's Talk. So, and it's a vitality mask, a firming mask with pomegranate. So then you put this on and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we go. We have the mask on. It fits my face. It doesn't move around. Only the part where I'm talking. So yeah, let's talk. Let's talk vitality. I am a face wearing ambassador. So I do have a link down below where you can go online and get a discount if you do want to shop my site. I really do like the texture. As soon as I put on the mask, I really like the texture of this mask. It has it has a lot of serum, and the tissue is just right. It's not I love thin tissue masks, but this one is just right. It's not too thin and not too thick, and it has like hardly any fragrance to a very slight fragrance of pomegranate, because it does say it has pomegranate. So let's talk vitality. Let's see what this mask does. It says skin in need of a lift. It's asking the question. It says let's talk vitality. This firming mask uses antioxidant-rich punica garnetum fruit extract and moisturizing shea butter to turn a tired complexion into plump, hydrated skin. And the key ingredients and benefits in here are the punica granatum fruit pomegranate extract. This antioxidant-rich ingredient helps slow down the signs of aging, creating smooth and supple skin. While the shea butter, this skin softening ingredient helps form a protective barrier to seal in moisture. So this is the talk about this vitality mask. It's really good. It feels really good on the skin. I don't feel any kind of irritations with this mask on. So yeah, I really do like this mask. I like all face wearing masks, and the Grace and Stella eye patches. You know, when it comes to skincare, like masks and stuff, you know, Face Tory is one of my favorite brands to purchase masks from. So just wanted to chit chat with you guys, you know, let's talk. I went ahead and want to go with the theme of my mask, of what the mask said, you know, and I was like, why not? You know, why not do a theme where it says let's talk? You know, I do have some things, you know, that I wanted to keep y'all posted. I did do a premiere last week. I'm not sure if y'all were able to join. For those who did join, thank you for being there. Thank you for for even taking the time out of your day to listen to what I have to say, because, you know, on a day-to-day basis, I do go through, I mean, everybody goes through a lot. You know, and I'm going through a lot right now, even on a day-to-day basis, especially before the moving process. So today is Monday, so I should be moving my mobile home on Thursday. But before, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So before then, first off, I wanted to ask y'all, how was y'all's weekend? Did y'all have a great weekend? What did y'all do? Did y'all enjoy y'all's weekend? Leave me your comments down below. I do want to know and hear from you guys. So yeah, so I did a premiere last week. It was okay. Not too many people showed up, but it's fine. That's okay. For those who did show up, like I said, I really do appreciate you taking the time out every day to come and just join me, you know, and having to listen to what I have to say. I put it in private because it was really it's a premiere that I don't want to make monetization on that. I'm not making monetization as it is now, but in the future, you know, whenever I do get monetized, that's not one of the videos I want to get monetized on, because it's not a video that I want to get profit, because it was a more of a non-profitable video. It was a premiere. It's a non-profitable video where I was asking for donations, you know, to help me with my moving expenses. And thank you all, you know, for those who joined me and weren't able to, you know, I really didn't get any donations that day, or throughout the week, but that is okay. I mean, it's all right. I mean, you know, I'm here, so I'm gonna let you know how I'm here and able to move. So yeah, so the premiere, you know, wasn't a success, but I was glad for those who were there. So you know, I'm grateful. Thank you for being there. And y'all did show moral support, which I do appreciate. That's another form of, you know, helping out as well. You know, giving me moral support, which I really do appreciate that as well. So so since I didn't, you know, I did apply for a loan for my job. They have this program where you where you can get a loan in case of an emergency, in situations like this where I'm at, where I'm needing to move and I need, you know, money for like emergency expenses. So they are, I did qualify for, I qualified for a loan somewhere else as well, but you know, at work I turned in all my paperwork, everything they needed for me to qualify for this loan. So I'm just, you know, waiting for them. I'm just waiting to see, you know, for the okay, because it does have to go through certain managers. Like I'm not sure how many managers that has to go through in order for this loan to go through. So I'm really counting on that money, and I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted on how that went. I have a feeling that I will get it. I do have a feeling that they're a really good company. They actually work with you, you know, with people. I mean, they work with you on whatever. If you're going through a certain situation in life, a crisis, or if you're going through pregnancy, or if you're going, you know, maternity, or if you're going through, you know, if you're going through something, you know, my company that I work with is really good at helping you out and working with you and accommodating you. They're really good about that. So I really do like, you know, the benefits that my company does provide for their employees. So I'll keep you posted and let you know if I did qualify for the loan. It was you know, so I'll let you know about that. And then I did get a loan somewhere else. I went to a loan company. They did loan me some money, but with the loan that I qualified for, wasn't enough for me, you know, too much of my expenses. It'll qualify for maybe 1/3 of my expenses, but not, you know, my full expenses. But I'm gonna try to see, you know, with whatever money I do have saved up, because you know, I do have some like emergency funds, you know, but don't really cover my expenses that I needed for my moving expenses. So that's the reason why, you know, I'm trying to, you know, find ways to be able to and you know, find ways to be able to handle my finances with my moving expenses. As far as, okay, so I look for loans, I look for credit cards, I look for, you know, for help, you know, from you guys, you know, I looked for help from you guys. Also, another thing that also helps too is finding out, you know, like how to budget your money. And a good thing that this move is landing on a week that I get paid. I get paid bi-weekly. So because I get paid bi-weekly, I'm gonna get my paycheck soon. I'm gonna get my paycheck pretty soon. So hopefully with this paycheck that I receive and the little funds that I did have as for emergency case basis, like my emergency piggy bank that do not break it unless it's like life, you know, like it's like it depends, like your life depends on it, right? So with that money plus, you know, being able to budget, you know, because most of the companies that are gonna do the work on my property, well, do the work on my moving expenses, you know, do ask for checks. So you know that checks don't clear right away. So I have to plan out, okay, so on, you know, I get paid this week, even if I don't have the funds in my account, you know, right then and there, of the expenses that I'll be incurring. Right now, I have the expenses that I incurred were the deposit, along with the first month's prorated rate of the month, you know, so that's an expense there. And then it also, the electrician, the mover, and then the plumber. So what really helped a lot too is knowing people who have those types of skills to help you move. For instance, like I have a neighbor whose husband is a plumber. So she, she told her husband, and I told her my situation. I said, I'm willing to do payments as well for his services. I'm not asking for him to do it for free or anything like that. So it's like whatever he wants to do, if he feels like because he has done some work, on my plumbing, and he didn't charge me nothing. And I was like so grateful. I was like, wow, that's amazing, So you do get blessed. You do, I do get, there's times that I do, get fortunate enough to where, just, good deeds just come my way sometimes, So it's not always bad, but, so this time with the moving, with needing to do the plumbing, I did let my neighbor know that I'm willing to work, with, if he wants me to, can't even speak. So I did talk to my neighbor, and I told my neighbor, that I'm willing to work with them on making payments on whatever the expense would be, to connect my plumbing. So she said, okay, that's, she was going to talk to her husband. Because really her husband is the one that has the ultimate word on that, the ultimate word on whether he's going to charge me or not, Of course, here's hoping, that, he'll do it again out of the kindness of his heart, which, he's already doing something out of the kindness of his heart, because he really doesn't, because a lot of plumbers won't work with you on making payments. So I'm very grateful. But I'm saying, as far as like, if he's generosity, that's what I meant to say, like the generosity, if he's willing to give me the same generosity he did last time, but, of course, I am willing to, like I said, like I will pay, for services, that he will be providing for me. So that's another way of being able to kind of not let all these finances just kind of pile up on you. You just have to kind of like know how to spread those out, spread all those finances out. That doing all this hand gesturing. Sorry guys, but gotta learn how to spread that money out. So spread these expenses out so it won't be so much on you on one day. And for me, that's what I was thinking the whole time, the whole month of September, and the whole month of August was nothing but my thoughts were just nothing like, okay, I need to have this whole lump sum like right now. Which it would be nice to have all that lump sum like right now, but like when you don't have the help, and whatever help you can get, like I'm very fortunate enough to be able to get that loan. And I have a feeling that I will get this loan from work. I just don't know yet, because there's just certain things that that are going on at work that may affect them giving me a loan, but I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're good. My company's not suffering that much. So we are like in a tight position, but not in a position to say, oh hey, look, like we can't let anybody, they're not in a position where they're like going bankrupt or anything like that, so I'm very fortunate about that. Very fortunate that I still have my job. I'm very fortunate that I still have, they're still giving me hours during the week to work. They did cut back a day out of the week, and totaling to like 2 days out of the month for this month. But next month, I'm not sure how they're going to do it. I think next month is going to be where I get 4 days out of the month, that they're going to give us off. They're doing this to everybody at work. So it's not like, they're like trying to prevent us from, layoffs. So this is the reason why I say, hopefully, with me putting in that loan application, and they see, how hard the economy is and how hard people are struggling right now. And, especially with the business, and companies out there, that are closing down, that are actually like going out of business, that actually are, their turnover rate, is getting pretty high, especially right now in this economy. It's really hard. So I know that everybody's going through a lot of hard times right now when it comes financially, and for those who are not suffering any kind of financial loss, be very grateful and be very blessed, you know, that you are not going through any kind of financial hardships. And for those who were able to save up money, you know, and be able to overcome any kind of financial burdens, you know, my hat's off to you guys. You know, it's just not all of us are blessed with that, you know, not all of us are that fortunate enough, you know, not to say that, you know, that I couldn't, you know, that not to say that if I could, you know, be fortunate enough to save up money, I would, but I live off of one income, no other income coming from any outside source. I do have my parents living with me, so not only am I having to support myself, I'm also having to support my parents, you know, living with me, you know, light, water, all that adds up, you know, with the utilities, groceries, you know, all that adds up. So y'all tell me, you know, for a person who's, you know, who lives off of one income and has to not only support themselves, but also has a fur baby, and also has their parents, you know, elderly parents that are, you know, you're having to take care of, you know, and it's exhausting as well, because not only financial wise, but also mentally wise, because, you know, there's, you know, things you have to do behind the scenes, you know, as far as, you know, like, you know, I have a sick parent, so so I'm going through that as well. So I have a sick parent, having to take care of them at my house, you know, so more electricity is being wasted, more water, like I said, I already went over all that, you know, utilities and, you know, groceries and all that. And I live off of one income, and to be honest with you guys, it's not even enough, you know, it's not enough. So they do get help as well, you know, my parents do get help, you know, financial help, and they help. They also kind of like pitch in with, not the bills, but they pitch in like in other ways, or they're even using it like to kind of like, they're trying to move into their own place right now, but there are just so many obstacles and hurdles that they have to go overcome themselves as well to move in their own place. So this is the reason why, you know, it's just kind of hard for all of us right now, you know, myself, my parents, you know, you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys are going through a lot of hardships as well, you know. I know I can't be the only one in this boat. so I just wanted to share that with you guys. So it's just, and like I said, you know, those were my expenses for this week, you know, to get situated in my own place, is be able to have, you know, the like I said, I had the deposit, the first month's rent, the electrician, the mover, and then the plumber, and then not only, what else do I have that needs to be, that I need to oh, the air conditioner. I have a central air unit, and so that also needs to get, they have a fee to disconnect the air conditioning system, and they have a fee to reconnect it. So the time that they're going to disconnect the air conditioning system, they're going to only ask for the disconnection fee up front. And then whenever they're going to go ahead and store my unit, and then once I'm ready to move in to my home, you know, oh, there goes the light as well, because I had to go look for a light company, which I already paid the deposit for the light, because I had to pay a deposit. They said I had to pay a deposit for the light, so I paid a deposit for I got Reliant Energy. And so they said, you know, I just had to pay that up front first, and then just schedule a day for them to come and turn on my power. So I mean, like, to give me electricity, you know, to connect my, you know, my electricity, you know. So this time I only had to pay the deposit for the electricity. Also had to pay a deposit for the first month. I had to pay a deposit for, you know, so half of what the electrician is going to charge me to reconnect my light. So I only had to pay half for that, and then I'm going to have to pay only the disconnection fee for the air conditioning unit, and then also I'm going to have to pay upfront, which is the deposit and the first month's a prorated rate for moving in, then that's all I had to pay for right now. So it kind of eases the blow from having to pay everything all at once, you know. So that also kind of came into place in good works, and being able to be able to not have to pay everything all at once, you know, just partially. So that's what's helping me right now. And really that's about it. So right now I'm just, like I said, I'm just strategizing how to being able to figure things out with my finances and money, and find ways of being able to do this move without, you know, just doing it, trying to do it on my own, you know, without any help from any outside help, you know, financially, because, you know, I know everybody's going through a hard time, and sometimes people are not, you know, able to, you know, give, you know, which is understandable, because I'm in a position as well that you know, I'm not able to give. But also having a good nest egg is also a good thing to do, you know, for those who haven't gone through what I'm going through. You know, hope y'all don't have to go through what I go through, but just having a little nest egg. And even like, it's hard to even say that, because I don't have a nest egg myself, but I do have, you know, some assets, you know, some assets put to the side, but not enough to, like I said, to balance out for the expenses, you know, just not enough to actually take on all the expenses, is what I'm trying to say. So a nest egg would be, you know, whenever you actually do save up money. I feel like this mask is dry already. When you do save up money, you know, make sure you have a good nest egg, which means, you know, making sure you save up your money, open up your, you know, put it in your savings account, don't touch it. And that's something I never had. So I only had the assets that I have now to be able to help me with, you know, part of my moving expenses. So with that, and then on top of the loan that I got, and plus hopefully the loan that I'll be receiving from work, I should be okay. I hope, you know, and the move I hope is going to be, you know, smooth. I hope I have a smooth move. And then I will be pre-recording some videos, you know, some collabs that we'll be having, because I don't know when I'll be able to have my internet turned back on. So I'll be pre-recording videos for collabs that I have, and then also unboxings. Like if you look to my backside here, right here, right there, you see that? Right there? Those are boxes that I have to unbox with you guys. So I already have some boxes in. I'm still waiting on my sleigh glam, and I'm waiting on my Walmart box. And that's another thing. I'll probably do like a little get ready with me to keep you posted on my mail. You know, my moving, it'll be another moving update with, you know, with my mail, because I think I'm gonna go Monday to the post office after work, and I will let the people know that by Wednesday, any packages they receive Wednesday, to hold on to them, because I do have a PO box with them. And even if I didn't have a PO box, you know, they still provide services where, you know, I think they want you to fill that out like maybe 2 days before you move, or 2 days before you know, you plan on, like for people who go on vacation, they want their mail to be held for either 2 weeks or for a month, you know. So I will be doing that Monday, so that way if I do get anything on Wednesday, you know, Wednesday will be the starting date of, you know, any kind of packages for them to hold on to, because I still, like I said, I'm still waiting on my Slay Glam, and I'm still waiting on my Walmart beauty box. And those are the only boxes, you know, that I'll be needing for this month that I'm waiting on to unbox with you guys. And everything else, like any letters or mail that I'll be having, I'll just ask them to put it in my mailbox, in my PO box. But any huge packages, I'll just let them know to hold on to them until I'm ready to pick them up. So, but that's about it, you guys. Everything else is pretty good. I mean, I did get a storage unit to put in, you know, a climate controlled storage unit, just in case when I do move out and I don't get my, you know, my electricity connected right away. I do have a backup plan. That's another thing that would help you, is for you to have a backup plan. A plan B as well, like, you know, have a backup plan as well, like for stuff that you know that you will need. 1 second. Sorry, thank you. Sorry, guys. Okay, so like I was saying, there's another plan, you know, that I had the back of my mind. Like, that was the main thing. I'm sorry, 1 second. So yeah, like I was just saying, you know, I was having, you know, I had these plans already in the back of my mind before the move of what I was gonna do to make sure that everything just runs smooth. I'm just that type of person that likes to plan ahead, or always looks at the future beforehand, you know, because you just never know what would happen, you know. Always want to have a backup plan. All right, so that is my vitality, you know, that I've been going through for these, you know, for these past couple of weeks or months, or yeah, I've been going through a lot, but I had vitality to help me through this. And then also, of course, I have faith, you know, that everything will be fine. And I have faith, you know, through God, and faith in myself, faith that everything's going to be well and everything's going to go well. And I have to kind of, you know, you have to kind of tell yourself, you know, that everything's going to be fine, you're going to be okay, and everything's going to work out for the best, you know. So, and then remember to take your deep breathing techniques. Make sure that you take care of yourself. Your health is, you know, first come, you know, your health is more important. So, yeah, so those are just some, you know, little words of advice, you know, for those who will overcome little hurdles or things like that. So, if you have any comments that you want to share with me down below, you know, I'm all ears, you know, I'm here, I'm all ears to, you know, help you guys in any ways possible. Like, if y'all, like, I know there's people who might need help with, maybe needing a little bit more guidance, you know, maybe ideas and strategizing, and like, you know, with situations, and some people don't have the capability to kind of like overcome or kind of like handle a lot of stress, you know, like full-on blown stress, you know. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I could. I mean, I know I have a tolerance, you know, but I don't know how my tolerance when it comes to like pressure and stress. I don't know what my tolerance level is, because I feel like I'm still tolerating a lot of stress and tolerating a lot of pressure. So, and I still haven't broken yet. So, vitality, guys, vitality. All right, so that's everything. That's it, you guys. So hope you enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Love you guys. Take care.